Hello there, my NFL fanatics. It is the one, the only. It is right here. Now, once again, NFL fanatics, I am going to discuss with you NFL divisional playoff matchup. This is the last one to discuss. Now, in this matchup, I am going to discuss Drew Brees, New Orleans Saints versus the Minnesota Vikings. Okay. Now, last week, New Orleans Saints beat the Atlanta Falcons to get in this predicament in the divisional game. Now, for the Minnesota Vikings, they're off last week. They earned a first-round bye and other stuff. Okay, let me discuss about the Saints. Drew Brees, the future Hall of Famer, he had a very awesome game, okay? Now, he was 25 out of 40, okay? 294 yards, 3 TDs, 2 interceptions. This guy was lights out, okay? But the running game was not a factor at all because the Minnesota Vikings defense clamped down. So that is a good thing, not a bad thing, in my opinion, if you're a Viking fan. If you're a Saints fan, you're not very happy. The receiving, Michael Thomas, they scored late in the game. They came back from, I think, a 10-point deficit. It was huge. They scored a lot of points late in the fourth quarter. This game was, late in the fourth quarter, was freaking insane. I will discuss that in a few minutes. So, Drew Brees, in the beginning, was struggling. Then later on, he got his mojo going. Now, the Vikings, Keem, I think that's the name. If I pronounce it wrong, I'm sorry. He was 25 out of 40. It seemed like he passed too much, but this is a passing league. 318 yards, 1 TD, 1 pick. Only 1 TD? Wow. But he didn't need to because they had a great running game. Murphy, I just use his last name. 19 carries, 50 yards, 2.6, 1 TD. The other running back, 8 carries, 34 yards, 4.2, 1 TD. The receiver, Diggs, 6 receptions for $137, 22.8, 1 TD. Okay, let me fast forward a little bit. Let me discuss about the fourth quarter, the important quarter. It was back and forth, and I love it. I feel like a freaking Madden video game. Okay, it was awesome. I think this was the best playoff game in the divisional roundup matchup. Okay, Vikings took the lead. Then the Saints took the lead. Then, for out of nowhere, Minnesota Vikings threw a 61 yard bomb to one of their awesome receivers, Diggs. Now, I don't understand why the Saints defense did not tackle him out of bounds. That was terrible coverage, and the game was over. But after that, it was a huge delay, and they said, get back in the field, and you got to kick the extra point, and they never did. They just kneeled it down, and it was over. So, what was the point of that? That was very stupid. They should just let him go into the locker room and know that the media was going crazy. The people in Minnesota was going nuts. One of my friends, who is a huge Minnesota Viking fan, is very happy. The 98 season in the NFC Championship game, there was a heartbreaking. And then in 2012 or 11, against the same Saints, Brett Favre had an interception that sealed the victory. So they always have bad luck. So I'm not a Viking fan at all. I'm a Bears fan. And I picked every team in the divisional matchup. I got it right. So now the Minnesota Vikings got to travel to Philadelphia to face the Eagles next Sunday night, or actually this Sunday night, or Sunday afternoon for Championship Sunday. I wish one game is on Saturday, one game is on Sunday, instead of 2 games on one day, but whatever. So that is awesome. The Vikings are very close in NFL history to host a Super Bowl in their home stadium. That'd be insane. That would be definitely a home field advantage. Can the Minnesota Vikings defense take that team to the Super Bowl? Maybe, maybe not. The quarterback, the whole team needs to step up. Man, that was a great inning. There was no time remaining. They're out of timeouts, and they just did a Hail Mary, and that was a Minnesota miracle, they call it. And if you know or don't know that the oldest Viking fan attended her very first Minnesota Viking game, and it was a freaking playoff game. That was insane. She's very happy. I'm assuming she's going to attend Philadelphia. She's 100 plus years old, I think. So that is awesome. So Drew Brees came up a little too short. The Saints defense just blew that game. They should picked it off. If they picked it off, Saints will move on to Philadelphia, but nope. Minnesota Vikings are moving on to the NFC title game for the first time since, I think, 2012. So it has been a while. So I think the title games for the AFC game and the NFC game will definitely be good, hopefully. Hopefully no blowouts. Because, in my opinion only, the title games are more exciting than a Super Bowl. Because in a Super Bowl, you're there already. And all the hype is over already, So, that's awesome. The Saints, they hardly ran the ball. They hardly ran the ball because they know that Minnesota Vikings got great defense. So they end this game 14-3, and the Saints go home 12-6. Not bad at all. So I cannot wait for this Sunday, for Championship Sunday. Then sometime next Monday, I'll discuss who is going to Minnesota for Super Bowl 52. So that wraps it up. Let me know what you think about this game. Are you happy about the outcome? Are you shocked how it ended? Saints had this game in the bag, but never say never until it says 0-0. So this is a huge thing. That rookie made a huge mistake for the Saints, but that's why they call them rookies. They make mistakes. Let's see if he could do that kind of mistake next year. If he could learn his lesson. Hopefully, Saints and Minnesota Vikings meet again in the regular season. Probably this time will be in New Orleans. So I love this rivalry. I know it's in the same division, but I love the atmosphere yesterday. The place went crazy at the game, at the sports bar, everywhere on social media went nuts about this game. So this is awesome. I think this is the best playoff game in the divisional divisional playoff matchup. You guys agree, disagree? Have a good one. Like, subscribe, favorite, and let me know what you think about this game. Wow, what a bombshell. My one of friends are very happy. He's a huge Viking fan. He's been a Viking fan since the 70s when they used to call him the Purple People Eater. So this is your host here. It is teamryry. Have a good one, and thank you. Wow. Vikings are heading to the NFC Championship game for the first time and heading to Philadelphia. Wow. Awesome. Congratulations to Philadelphia. Congratulations to the Minnesota Vikings. Congratulations to the Patriots. And congratulations to Jacksonville Jaguars. It is set. The Final Four is set. The one of those two championship games will go on to face in Super Bowl 52 in Minnesota. That wraps it up.